listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof on Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof on Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof on Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Part 2. Well, here we are. We made it. We're alive. Welcome to Goof on, everybody. Sorry we're late. It's the nature of the beast. It's not my fault. All right, but we're here. We're going to try to do something for a little while. But I'm glad some people were still here, hanging out. I was. Sort of. Still going to talk about this. We'll get up and get going. And for those of you that are here, glad you're here. Hopefully other people will come back and, we'll do a little something tonight. But thanks for hanging out. Glad you're here. I'm glad. Jeanette's here. The weird thing is, I set an alarm to go off every day so this wouldn't happen. So I wouldn't fall asleep. Oh, wow. David Wilcox sent $20 on PayPal. Thank you very much. That was right when I should have started. So I want to say thanks to David Wilcox. He says, He's just going to watch tonight. He's burnt out. Thank you very much, David, for that much needed support. And it looked like there was another one, but I don't see it. Jeanette, yesterday. Was that yesterday? I don't understand. $30. 30. Who's Jeanette? Oh. 30? That was yesterday. 30? Oh, that's weird. I don't remember 30 though. Hey, thank you, David Wilcox. And Jeanette, welcome to the show with the £5, £5 super dono, a triple threat. I'm just gonna let people pile in here, all those people that come to goof on. They were sitting here waiting, and I feel so bad. Just horrible. It was a good day, too. You know what happened? I'll tell you what really happened. Jeanette, thank you very much. Appreciate your ongoing support like nobody's business. Thank you. Hypnosil. I'd like a little bit of Hypnosil. Oh. Spittle. I thought there was something in my mouth. I'm like, and I see. All right. So, what the hell's going on? So let's get started. Do a little roll call. We'll do things the normal way. I'm starting now. So, I gotta tell you, I fell asleep. I don't know. I think it was around 5. And I looked at my clock and I said, oh, it's a good thing I have the alarm set. Because, that's what happened. I fell asleep around 3:30, woke up at 5, and I'm like, oh my God, thank God. I thought I was late for the show. And I looked at my phone, and I go, okay, I got the alarm set for 6:30 every day. And I fell asleep watching video. I had my headphones on, my Beats. And then the next thing I know, it's 8:15. I don't know. It was time to be here though. I was so pissed. I was pumped up for tonight. So we're still gonna do it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a good time. We'll have fun. It'll be a full show. I'm not gonna cut it short because I was late. So we'll have some fun. I suspect in 30 minutes we won't have anybody here because I think is there another show that comes on? Yeah, we're not even second fiddle anymore. We're like 10th fiddle. I'm joking. Terry Marwood, welcome to the show. Dr. Disinfect, welcome to the show. Hey, Don Mofo. I wonder if Grusch is Greer's son. There are similar qualities. The gullibility, the wantedness for attention. Oh, nice. Welcome, Don Mofo. Captain Midge, 26. Welcome to the show. Paula Faust. Welcome to the show. Hey, when did this get here? Mystic. Thank you. Welcome to the show with the £5. I don't know. What is that? $5 super dono. It's a mucho gusto mystic kind of super dono. It's a mucho gusto mystic type of dono. It's the best kind there is. Mystic, thank you for being a supporter to goof on. Welcome to the show, man. an ongoing supporter. Thank you. And Bob Berkins, 2 B's are better than 1. What do you say, Bob? That's a $2 super Canadian dono. See the CA? That's Canada. Canada. I had a friend who used to say Canada. I'm like, it's Canada. You don't say, you say banana one way. I think I said banana or something like that. It was something like Canada. It was good. It was a good comeback. Banana. You don't say banana. I don't know. Is it banana? Banana. But you don't, Canada. Banana. I don't know how I used that joke in there when I was a kid, but somehow it worked. Thanks, Bob. Welcome to the show and for being a supporter for a very long time now. I'm good. I'm good with that. Thanks, B. 2 B's are better than 1. Not. Marcel Nunn, welcome to the show. Science Steve 215. Manifesting is real. Yes. Yes. Keep manifesting positive things in your life. And it will happen. I'm super serious as crazy. No, you're not crazy. The government tries to fill your mind with negative stuff. Keep believing. You want to hear something weird? And yeah, I can manifest like a mofo. I've been doing it for a while. I even have a video here on GoofOn. It wasn't a live show. It was just a video I put up about the law of attraction. It was a good video. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it as a bonus later. It's a good one. It's only 30 minutes, right? It was good. I was proud of that video I made. Now, because I believe, and here's another story I did. I can't even tell you how happy I was that it worked, and I don't know how it did, but it did. Just the other day, I did it. I told you guys I went to the hospital to see my uncle. As I'm getting there, I kept getting sweating and sicker. And then I knew something was going to happen. I wasn't nauseous until I actually walked into the hospital and I started feeling nauseous. In my mind, I imagined feeling good. I did it. I actually did this. And, when I go through these episodes, I usually wind up in the hospital. Didn't even have to go. It was over within an hour and a half. Isn't that weird? I even threw up at the hospital. I threw up when I got home, laid down, still did the show. Yeah. Kind of wild how that happened. And I did the law of attraction. I just imagined not throwing up. And I did this while I was walking. And I remember thinking it. And then I got into the short elevator and I'm like imagining not feeling sick and being jovial. I remember that. I remember feeling, and usually things don't manifest that quickly, but I think I manifested good health. It's not the first time. I'm telling you, law of attraction does work. And Cyan Steve 215 was right. You keep manifesting. Look, I don't know how it works. It just does because you're tricking the universe. The universe doesn't know, like your brain. Like right now, I'm throwing out brain waves. 2 hours later, if I remember this part of the show and I talk and and I remember everything, I'm throwing off the same energy waves. The universe can't tell the difference between your thoughts and your reality waves. And that's how the rich stay richer, the poor get poorer. People who stub their toe in the morning. Hey, it's going to be one of those days. And then they go in a shower and the hot water doesn't work. Dang it. And then they go and they burn their toast. They're like, come on, I just wanted. And then the bacon's not right. And then you lose your car keys, and then the car doesn't start, and then you got to get a jumper cable, and then you get dirty. Then your shirt gets oil on it, and you got to go clean the shirt. And then you realize while you were cleaning the shirt, you got grease on your face, so you got to jump back in the shower. Anyway, it works, even when you don't mean it. You're always doing the law of attraction. That's why the people who get richer get richer. They're like, more money today. Yes, more money coming. Cha-ching. It's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, let me try it now. All right, let's see if it works. Kelly, welcome to the show. Jeanette, already said it. Shane Reed, everybody, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. Roar News TV 2, welcome back. Manifestation Israel's, you're definitely not crazy. Positive reinforcement, 33 days. No malice or ill intent in the future. Your manifestations will come true. They do, they will, they can, they should. Donovan, welcome to the show. Toby Mike, Mickle, welcome to the show. Marcel Nunn, I already said it. Alfie Joe Bob, what do you say? Welcome to the show. Jeff Garvey, what do you say, Jeff? What do you want to go, everybody? What do you say, Metalhead? What do you say, Domino? Welcome to the show. Scott Bite, welcome to the show. All right. Boner Houston. What's this? So do you guys think about them announcing in Congress that NASA is involved in a bunch of fake bullshit? Did you guys see the interview or hear the soundbite? No. Oh, yes. Yes. We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about it now. Ha! The fakes. I got the soundbite. Check it out. I'm going to bring it up. What a great way to roll. So we're going to talk about Grusch. What's the big allure and everything in NASA. We're going to talk about news. We're going to talk about everything. And who are they? You always hear that. They won't let us. They say. They're the ones who fake everything. They're the ones that run the world. Who are they? Really know. I think I love you. Is Will Carr here? I'm looking for the video. Here it is. Ha! I wrote down, play NASA lose all the time. Lose. Yeah, here it is. Oh, this is unbelievable. It's 1 minute, but Jiminy Glick. I want to find the whole meeting, though. I don't know. I didn't do that for some reason. I just got this. Check it out. NASA is getting called out. And we've talked about it on this show. I'll play it. We'll talk. That's what we'll do.
Today, I'd like to bring to your attention a potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in your county. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment.
No.
Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they
all these
using Hollywood
people?
techniques to fake the footage? Now, unfortunately, I can't show you these clips in here today, but I will be sending them to you. Outside the International Space Station, during spacewalks, air bubbles have been recorded on numerous occasions. How is it possible for air bubbles to be present in the vacuum of space?
Oh.
I once questioned, afternoon, commissioners.
That's the only soundbite I found. Wow. How can they do that? Crazy flat earther. Yes. No, that's me and Amy. Me and Amy are doing. We're the two. Nobody else is talking about it. No, I'm joking. Everybody's talking about it. More and more podcasters are commenting on how their subs are taken away. Also, the likes after the show is over, indicating shadow banning is. Well, I don't need to know, but it is real. And I just did another experiment. Well, not an experiment. It's the one I've been doing. One of my, I'm not going to say, but somebody I know has a channel and I comment on it. I know I'm not blocked. And for 2 weeks now, I haven't gotten one thumb up, but the people on top and on bottom got 150 and 190. Yet I don't have one thumb up. And he goes, oh, I see you. You're there. I said, and why don't I have a thumbs up? He goes, right. He goes, I don't know. He goes, I thumbed you up and it's not even showing up. So I'm not even getting accolades. Like, you could thumb me up. It may look like it on your end, but on my end, it's weird. That's how I know I'm shadow banned. Yeah, sucks. Anyway, we're here. That's all that matters. I'm only interested in those who come here. Even if it's only once a week or once a month, I'm grateful for you for even giving me a thought. So, I know we're not everybody's cup of tea because, we talk so real. Some people think it's negative talk and it's not. I don't think I'm, look, sometimes I feel like it's negative because when do I talk about anything good? Well, a lot of times, a lot. It's just overshadowed because there's more of the negative than there is the positive. Well, that is generally what ufology is. It's a frustrating conspiracy. It's supposed to make you crazy. It's supposed to make you second guess yourself. Everything and every emotion I have, if you're in it as long as me, you're going to have some of those emotions too. Trust me, you're going to be disappointed down the road. Whistleblower over here, well, the hearsay blower, it's a story we've heard many a times. Jay Stratton, Corbell and Greer and others that are on that same vein of intelligence in ufology fed Grusch a bunch of bullshit. Actually, let me take that back. I do a lot of that. Once a show, I usually take something back. Nah, I can't say it's all bullshit, but what they believe doesn't mean they're right. Doesn't mean they're wrong. It's just what they believe. But Grusch is a different animal. We'll get to that. Yes, the shadow ban is real. Jeff Gavi. Did I already say anything about this? I don't think I did. Jeff, thank you for the $5 super dono. Mucho gusto generoso right there. Thank you very much. Sorry if I missed it. I don't know if I did, but it was only 6 minutes ago. So, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate your ongoing support. Jeff Gavi throwing down a $5 super dono. Dorothy Hawkins. Dorothy throwing down $2. It's a super dono evening, everybody. The love is strong because we were running late. Don't you ever sleep while you can't. Don't have a rhyme. Thank you, Dorothy. $2 super dono. A continuing supporter of Goofon. Dit.55 on X. I love saying dit dot. It's fun. Dit.55. That's Dorothy Hawkins on X. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Dorothy. All right. So NASA has just now gotten caught. Well, this isn't old news, but it is fun. NASA has been pulling our strings, for lack of a better term, for many, many years. And we've seen it. Now, I know what they're going to say. It's augmented reality. Sometimes the signal goes in and out. And what augmented reality does, it's literally focusing on the objects here that we tell it to, or whatever they're going to say. And then, sometimes the connection from space to Earth, it's glitchy. And the signal cuts out. And it makes everybody disappear. Yeah. For the most part, yeah. When NASA goes live and they do their special, like they come on the TV, they're only talking to children most of the time. You notice that, right? Every time NASA shows they're in the space shuttle, they're not doing their magic for the general public. It's always for the school kids because they don't know the difference. They don't know they're hanging upside down with their feet in a harness inside of, a little strings and Hollywood technology. It is. It's all a ruse. Why, though? Same reason we didn't go to the moon, as some people think. It costs a lot of money to keep people in the space station. And a lot of people think that money's being wasted. Billions of dollars. What are we getting out of it? Know how to grow plants and algae in space? Big deal. We've been doing that since the 70s. True. Well, for the most part. But that, watch the video again. Just remember these videos. I love this thing.
Potential fraud on an enormous scale happening in your county. There's now clear evidence of NASA using numerous methods to grossly mislead the public about astronauts being on the International Space Station. During interior ISS scenes from NASA's own live feed, the use of wires, harnesses, green screens, and virtual reality have been detected to achieve the appearance of a weightless environment.
No.
Examples of this include astronauts fading in and out of the screen, green screen glitches, grabbing objects that aren't really there, pulling on invisible wires, getting tangled in their harnesses, and even astronauts appearing out of thin air. This begs the obvious question. If they're really up there, why are they using Hollywood techniques to fake the footage? Now, unfortunately, I can't show you these clips in here today, but I will be sending them to you. Outside the International Space Station, during spacewalks, air bubbles have been recorded on numerous occasions. How is it possible for air bubbles to be present in the vacuum of space?
Ooh.
I once questioned, afternoon, commissioners. Today,
There's more to it. I'd like to see the rest of that. Let me see. I've got a lot of show to do. We're here for the full 2, so, if you have other plans tonight and you got to leave, I understand. But if you're going to hang out, you may want to hang out. It's going to be interesting. NASA lies. Here we go. All right. No. We'll have to do this tomorrow. I could already tell. This is going to take me a second to find, unless anybody has a link. See, they have it backwards on here, on the search filters. Let me go there. Let me do this. Let's do this week. Here we go. The lies about the sun's color, 2 days ago. Astronomy, the collapse, NASA, Pi uncovered a secret, oh. No. Oh, exposing Discovery Institute. Okay, we're getting closer. Here we go. Oh, wow. Want to talk about a little, we could talk about a one lie. Let's do this. Oh, no. Nah. Not today. We got other stuff to do. So let's move along. I can't find it. We know NASA lies. And I think they do because they're doing the, most likely the impossible that we don't understand. Like maybe they can't stay in orbit as long as we're being told because of the radiation. Well, the Earth is protected. Yeah, but when you're in space, that protection is more minimalized, even though, you're still pretty much on the edge of the atmosphere and the deflection should save most of those rays. But I don't know. I'm not an astronaut, nor a scientist, nor do I know much about space that way. But it just doesn't seem normal to be staying up there for months at a time. But if they're working out daily, I guess they could stay up there for months and be okay, as long as they give their body the exercise it needs, the nutrition it needs, and the waste goes where it needs to. But NASA lies. I wonder, there was one shuttle mission where, and I love this thing. This was so crazy to me. How crazy this was. But you see it looks like they were going to release something out of the cargo bay, like a satellite, and it's, spinning and whatnot, and the shuttle's pulling away from it. And you're getting this view from the shuttle in the front. They got a camera looking over the open bay doors and the satellite drifting away in the background in the black of space. You don't even see any stars. And then out of nowhere, 2 workers show up in behind the green screen, and you see them going, oh no. And then they close the screen and there's space again. And nobody said a word. Yes, that was underwater space. Sonar, even in space. Yeah, that was funny, man. And they didn't say a word. They didn't go, oh, there's 2 godlike creatures floating around in space. Nobody said that. They just kept on rolling. Did you see something, Jonathan? I don't know. It looked like it could have been God out in space, but I don't know. Could have been the janitor for all I know. But funny stuff like that continually happened, and NASA just ignored, denied. Blue screen. How many times have you seen that blue screen? Is that a UFO? Go to blue screen, Johnson. Blue screen, blue screen. Hey, speaking of, did you guys get the alert today? Mine came in at 2:18 on all phones, TVs, laptops, computers, monitors, and other devices. You may have noticed that the weather has even changed outside. It's 5 degrees cooler. We are getting this haze in Florida. It reminds me of Staffordshire. Is that how you say it? All this smoke is coming in from somewhere. I didn't look at the news. All I did was see the title, and it said, haze created by smoke, Florida, hanging out, for days or whatever. And it's been terrible. Today was unbelievable. It was like there was an eclipse happening. It was sunny. Yet, here we had clouds and whatnot. But the haze made it seem like there was an eclipse. It was just a little dimmer than normal, and it was orange. I didn't get any photos. You guys have seen enough of my shit. So tonight, when I made this show, I inserted some videos that I found interesting. So I will be playing some off the subject videos from now. It's a new segment, things I find interesting. And I think I'm going to use 2 videos or 3 videos for each one of those. Things I find interesting. I don't know. That's what I came up with. Just to keep us on our toes. Just a little bit of cool shit. Like boats on fire. People getting eaten by alligators. Stuff you don't normally see. Fun stuff.
A civilization from another planet that isn't energized by photosynthesis. Maybe they have what we would call an animal, but their entire skin photosynthesizes. No! So all living creatures on that planet consume sunlight from their home star. And so they say, I want to explore the galaxy. And so they build a spaceship and they come to Earth. And what do they see? Humans and other animals killing to survive. Inventing means of mass murder of fellow other life forms on their planet just to survive. They would consider us barbaric for having done so, and I don't think they would be interested in us.
If they really are using photosynthesis, they're plant-based creatures, they're probably going to be so tired all the time, they're not going to have the will to travel through the universe.
You are confusing the vegetarian with the plant life.
Oh, it's different?
Yeah, that's right, you're confused.
That's actually funny. So a plant-based, I never thought of that. A creature that could be made and survive through photosynthesis. It makes sense. You would think that would be here on, is there anything like that on Earth? No, we don't have anything that is half plant, half animal. You know, I know we see the praying mantis. That gives it a run for its money, or the leaf bug. But other than that, man, I don't know. The leaf bug is also known as the pencil bug. Look it up. It's from I think it's from Australia somewhere. It's a bug that is shaped like a pencil but can look like a leaf. I don't know how it does it. Porky Rabbit throwing down $2. Any update with the little mummy aliens? Actually, I have an update. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, that's a $2 super chat from Porky Rabbit. You know, we haven't done it in a while to first-time super chatters, but maybe we should. Thank you, Porky Rabbit, for the $2 super chat. Any updates with the little mummy aliens at good? Yeah, all over Mausan. Oh, Jaime Mausan. Jaime Mausan. All right, Porky Rabbit, I'll pull it up in a minute. I'll save this so I don't forget. Give me, it may not be for like 5 minutes, but I think I have a clip for today about an update on that. That's interesting that you would even bring that up. Thanks. And I appreciate the first time super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso. Let me save this. Save. Hide. All right. Well, you know, we almost hit 100 people. I mean, I didn't think we would have more than 130, but we did start an hour and a half late pretty much. So I appreciate those of you who did find some time. I know a lot of people probably went to bed, but hey, for those of you who never get to see the show because it's on too early, now you can see it and make fun of it. But plant-based creatures fascinate me, that even the thought of that sounds more likely the scenario for I'm surprised we're not plant-based creatures. Doesn't it make sense to use the sun for your source of food and energy? And yet we would have these features to where, you know, we could make things. I wonder if we would live inside, or what our world would look like. Oh, wow, what a great creature to make for a TV show. And if they came here and saw us eating, yeah, maybe they would freak out. But they would understand that's our way of living. You know? When in Rome, but we're born in Rome. You know, we eat each other, kill each other. There's a lot of murder. Do you remember the first time you saw a dead animal? Do you remember that? A dead anything. Yeah, it's it could be traumatic depending on what you see. But it's a strange feeling. That's weird. I was just saying, have you ever seen, and it just conjured a memory of mine, and it isn't a good one. So I'm going to move along. I'm like, yeah, I'm manifesting shit in my own mind again. But if you were to be a plant-based creature, how would you survive? I guess, would you, if you're living on photosynthesis, photosynthesis. I live on photosynthesis. I live on photosynthesis. Who else lives on photosynthesis? I do. That's not nice, Rich. That's what I did. Photosynthesis. If you were a photosynthesis-based living creature, would you live under a hydroponic set of circumstances? You know, like one of those lights that you grow weed in. Hydroponics. Yeah, this is good weed. What's the name of this stuff? I got different stuff because they were out of The brand I like, the strain I like is called Apparition. It's called Apparition. It's great. And this is really good too. I'm pulling it up. You ready? Here's the name of it. It's a hybrid sativa, which I didn't know. It's supposed to be a hybrid indica, I thought. No wonder. It's called Dole Whip. D-O-L-E. Whip. Dole Whip. No. Dole Whip. Why are you pronouncing the H so hard? What do you mean? Say it again. Whip. Dole Whip. Why are you saying the H? Why are you enunciating so hard on the H? What do you mean? What do you mean, Bri? That's not what I'm doing, Bri. All right, next. So. All right. Check this out. Something I thought would be cool. And I said I had these videos tonight. I'm going to play them. And while I'm setting up the UFO show, I don't know. It's already set up. Check it out. I always wanted to do something like this. It's the only way I'd get a tattoo.
Fingertips first. Go ahead. Keep that going. Keep that going.
This is unbelievable. Detroit Lions colors.
Beautiful pen.
I've seen better ones than these, but this one, I just like this one. It's pretty cool colors.
Go ahead, do one there.
Seal it up. Seal of approval, bro. That's all it takes.
Cross.
Man. See what? But you know what I noticed? This girl in the background. I hope I can grab this. Well, here. She has one of these tattoos on her arm, but look how faded it is. So there's other versions of these that are probably better than the one I'm seeing here. Hers is so faded already. I don't know how old it is. Maybe she got it earlier in the day, but I don't know. It's faded as hell. Maybe she has a real sleeve tattoo, but it doesn't look like it. Anyway, just another one of those videos like, wow, that's pretty cool. I never would have thought of doing that or creating something so tattoo-y like that would stick to your arm. What is it? How do you say it? Tattoo? It's tattoo. All right, we're going to get into Grusch right after. I'm going to play this video here. It's a ghost video. This is really interesting. The reason I'm showing it to you is because it is really interesting. Let me see if I'm right. I want to make sure it's the one. Oh, yeah, I've shown this before. Oh, I remember now. I knew this was familiar. Why did I remember seeing it now? This guy lays down in a coffin. And it's in an old burial ground where they're unmarked graves. And some of them, you know, you hear knocks and stuff. And these are 200-year-old grave sites with no names on them. And it's known to be a haunted area. And this guy goes and lays in one of the empty coffins. And what happens to him is just, I think, as real as anything I've ever seen. I don't think this is fake. And you know what? If it is, it's the best fake I've ever seen.
Speed, which only adds to the mystery. So what do you think it is? Let me know down below.
It's after this. Here we
Hidden
go.
in Thailand by any friends or family, temporary mass tombs without a name. The paranormal investigators don't explain why there are so many anonymous people buried in the graveyard, but one can only imagine the number of restless spirits that might be stalking those graves. One brave Ganguapi investigator decides to take their investigation to another level by getting down into one of the cemetery tombs and laying there all alone in the dark.
Yeah, come on.
As you might expect, it did not go well. A static camera records all of the action as the experiment suddenly takes a terrifying turn.
ตั้งสติก่อนโอใจเย็นๆเมื่อกี้เจออะไรเมื่อกี้ทีโอกำลังแบบได้ยินเสียงใช่ไหมได้ยินเสียงเหมือนคนทางบ้านมาเคาะผมเลยทำเสียงทั้งอย่างเนี่ยโอกำลังแบบเฮ้ยเป็นไรวะมาอยู่แล้วไป
Whoa, he got pulled. His shirt moved. Did you see it?
The investigator lays inside the tomb for 20 minutes before sun.
Hey, you know, I'm pausing it there for a second because I know you guys think it's fake, right? Because it's too good to be true, but it's not. I have looked at this video so tight. I looked at everything in this, frame by frame, and I don't see it a fake. And I know there was somebody, now I remember it. Somebody was in chat last time and they said, this is fake. And I said, no, it's not. They go, there's a video out there showing it. And I said, get me the link. And then I get back, find it yourself. Remember that guy? And then or girl. I want to know where that video is proving this is fake. I've never seen it and I looked for it. And I can't find it. But it's not fake. This is real. Look, do you know that people do get touched? I've had my camera bag pulled. I've heard voices in my head. You know, the EVPs are real. I don't know what else you want. But we have all become very skeptical. And I'm telling you, this is one of the times I think you can trust that this is real. His reaction is genuine to me. And I think I'm a pretty good judge of character on that, but everybody thinks they're the best. But I am. Nah. But it's real. I really believe it. And then when he gets pulled from behind, you can see the shirt. And he goes through everything here. Nuke 5 does. So I'm going to play the rest of it out. I am going to back this video until I see otherwise. I think it's the real deal. Watch.
Suddenly something seems to violently yank at his t-shirt. The investigator is terrified. He jumps out of the tomb and runs to his friends. As he explains what just happened to him, something violently pulls him backwards and he falls hard onto the cemetery ground.
Look at his shirt.
That's when the team decides to just get out of there. So the question remains, is it real or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed.
I'll go back on his shirt when he gets pulled. So when he first laid down in the coffin is the best time to look at this. When he first lays down, I'll show you why. And if they're going to do a hoax, he would already be set up with the wire on there. Maybe not here. I don't know. I'm just looking at this to see if there's anything weird, any glue or any sticky substance that they would have put on. I know, we're going to see if there's more cuts
to this. People buried in the graveyard, but one can only imagine the number of restless spirits that might be stalking those graves.
So then we go to the next part.
One brave Ganguapi investigator decides to take their investigation to another level
part you're
by
gonna
getting
see.
down into.
So as he gets in, I don't see anything. Yeah, there might be other cuts to it, I know.
One of the cemetery tombs and
okay, I don't see anything funky on him. Doesn't look like any wires. I don't see anything in the notches.
Laying there all alone.
And then this little thing. It looks like something. I'm not sure what that is, though. Because then watch. We go to a different angle right after. So you see this, and then there's a crease right here. Watch.
In the dark, as you might expect, it did not go well.
What did I close my eyes?
A static camera records all of the action as the experiment suddenly...
Okay, so here it is. You see it again. Watch.
It takes a terrifying turn.
I don't see the crease. Is this it? They cut it. See, there was another cut right there, right? Let's see where it goes. All right, then they go back here. And he gets pulled right here. Right? Is it right on this thing? Let's see. No, I was wrong. He gets pulled right on the other side. Wow. He gets pulled right here. Okay. Guys, I'm telling you it's real. I'm telling you it's real. I don't care. And it looks like a hand is reached down and grabbing it. Right? I mean, you know, they're pulling it. I mean, I don't think this guy wants to show his nipplet and his bunny hole. You know what I mean? It's real. I think so. Anyway, maybe we should call this segment, Is This Real? Is it real or is it an elaborate hoax? What is the allure with Grusch? Really? I think I know what's going on. They're very smart the way it worked out, too. The way this all... Do you remember... And it's funny how things happen, how things play out. You can never predict what is going on because of one man's comment or statement. And that was when Rose Cuckold, also known as Ross Coulthart, said that he makes faces because of his autism or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. And remember? Everybody was like, oh, that is unbelievable. Yeah, now people are attacking his autism because people started saying, oh, you can't trust, people with autism. Oh, they like to create things that aren't there. And all these comments started happening. But he was cleared. Grusch was cleared to be in the position he was in. But it was just Rose Cuckold putting that out there for the world to hear about. He made it. So what happened was everybody remember? Justice for Grusch. I stand by Grusch. Everybody was like feeling bad for the guy. Oh, he has autism, poor fella. Oh, is that why he looks goofy? Huh, I thought he was crazy. I take it back. All those comments. It's amazing. People started back in Grusch, and it hasn't stopped. And then that video, that documentary that guy put out, the 1.5-hour thing that's all over X, everybody's looking at pieces of it. We'll look at a piece in a little bit. But they're painting this picture of Grusch, that he's this regular dude who, has autism, but he's done something so brave, so strong, even with autism. Nice. So he's got the sympathy votes. I don't think that's something we saw coming. Can't write this stuff. I don't think that was in their narrative. funny. And now everybody forgot about the autism. And now, because they were showing all these videos of Grusch from different ways that, and look at how he speaks over here and the way he is here. And he's done an interview here and he was normal. And over here, he only made 10 faces. He averages about 30 faces an hour. That's one every minute and a half, Johnson. What kind of faces? Or the or the or the or the Poor guy. Poor guy and his autism. That sucks. What was the video I was going to play? Oh, the alien bodies. The alien bodies. Somebody asked me about. Okay. They wanted an update. I have the update video. And then we'll go full load all over Grusch. And then we'll talk about who are they. So here's you're talking about the mummy aliens. All right. Porky Rabbit, here we go. Yep. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
These little guys from last week, well, these so-called alien corpses have now undergone lab testing. Yep, that's right. They've had a full CT scan and X-rays. The bodies were presented to Congress in Mexico last week by a self-proclaimed UFO expert named Jaime Maussan. He claimed they had been discovered in Peru in 2017 and were 1,800 years old. His presentation went viral, with many calling the bodies aliens. The so-called corpses have been tested by Jose de Jesus Zalce Benitez, reportedly a military doctor and forensic expert, who says the specimens each belong to a single skeleton and have not been manipulated. But the findings have been widely disputed by scientists. Last week, a NASA scientist responded to the news and urged the men to
make samples available to the world scientific community, and we'll see what.
And that's what we're waiting for. There's your update. See, I think the people in Mexico were paid off. That one alien, that skinny one, you saw him lifting up there, and they said it's all made from one skeleton. Yeah, styrofoam. Unbelievable. David Wilcox, not Wilcox. Try that link with the. All right, let me pull. I have to go into the other room. Thank you. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Oh, we also have a poll. I keep forgetting my polls. Hold on a second. Try this link. All right, let me go. Hey, it's working. Don Mofo. Debunking ghost videos and parent. Oh, wow. Yeah, this guy's great. This is he shows how shit's done. Are you telling me that video is here? All right, I'm looking, David. I'm looking to see if here it is. No way. All right, I'm telling you now, if this proves to me that ghost video is fake, I'm never believing another one again. I really won't. Watch. It'll ruin everything. Here we go. This will blow me away, guys. This will hurt me.
Cut it to where I wanted to see where the effect was, and we'll go through it. So there he is lying in the graveyard, and his t-shirt gets pulled. Now, don't get me wrong, it's very good.
I know.
It is very good.
I know.
And then this part, he gets pulled again.
He does.
My big fat head is in the way. You won't see it. Ready? That's the red circle, by the way. He gets pulled to the ground, then he runs off. You don't see him the rest of the video.
But you see his shirt get pulled.
So a couple of things I've noticed so far. Well, there's two things. They're using masks and basically a tool to remove wires, which
Yes.
I've used that exact tool. I haven't used it for a while, but I've used that exact tool a couple of years ago when I made my Animals Big Day Out video, which I've linked down below if you want to go watch it.
This is great.
This little animal, I made a little short film of him on his day out. I've linked it down below. Go watch it. But I basically used the wire removal tool in that exact video. I rushed it. It wasn't perfect, you know, so you might still see them here and there, but I used the tool anyway. But so what I can see is a mixture of masks and wire removal. There's a mask around there.
Right.
And there's also wire removal work down
there.
Here. And
there has
I'll
to
show
be.
you exactly where now, step by step.
Oh, he must
I've
have done.
highlighted there where I can see the mask. And I'll show you why I can see the mask.
Oh my God, no.
I've highlighted that area there, so it's easier to see. If we go back here, I've zoomed so you can see the area. Keep an eye. Can you see my arrow? Yes, you can. Keep an eye on this entire area there.
Oh
now,
no.
When it's playing, when the clip starts, sorry, you'll see that it's completely frozen. There's no noise on it. You will probably need to look higher than your mobile phone to see this because it is very subtle, but in that area there, it's frozen. There's no noise going on.
Oh
until
no.
He puts his arm up towards it, and that's when the video kicks back in because that's
basically
when
no.
it's frozen like that. It means a mask, an image has been taken of that area there.
Yeah.
So an image of that area there has been spliced out, then inserted over the original footage. So obviously you can hide whatever you want to put over there.
Whatever you want.
Or string. I'm going to say string this time. It's probably a string or a mechanism of some sort on top of that area. Because when you see it in full motion, I'm going to flick back and forth. Right, so keep an eye on that area there. Right,
oh my God.
That? Did you see it? So if I go frame by frame, right, so there now is completely frozen. The top
oh my
area,
God.
Top area there is
big time.
Frozen while he rattles around and his t-shirt gets pulled. But as soon as he goes to get up, if I go
oh, I'm so pissed off.
Can you see it? They
that I didn't notice that.
Because obviously when they don't want to try and if they kept the mask there,
wow,
his head would have gone under the layer of the mask.
This is terrible.
So that's why if you go frame by frame, I'm going back and forth each per frame here. You can see the reason.
No, it's okay, David.
Because they've inserted the original video back over the mask. That's one.
Jesus
thing. And another
H.
edit.
Wow.
Which is quite obvious actually. You
oh,
don't
really
need to go frame by frame to see this, but it's just before his t-shirt gets pulled.
Oh no.
So if I just go
no.
back and forth the frame, if you can see, I've highlighted it and basically
I knew it.
Where you can see
I just didn't notice it. Shit.
And the reason it's moving, like I said, is because that's where the wire removal tool is being
you
inserted.
sons of bitches.
I'll make a demonstration of that now. You
so
can see the
obvious.
Coming of the wire
God
removal
damn it.
Inserted. That's why there's a missing frame there. Or
right on, man.
Like he stood still in the grave like that while his friends attached to whatever they attached
yes.
to the front of his t-shirt. But they used the wire removal to move it. So
yeah. That's really good. I just learned something. I've just learned something. I'm getting weak. My skills have diminished. No, sorry. I didn't see it. Even though I kept telling myself it's too good to be true, because usually when it is, right? And here we go again. The evidence is just way too obvious to me. I mean, this isn't just a little bit of evidence. It's huge. It's huge. It's so obvious a hoax. There's no way you can deny it. All right. I just need to do more tedious work instead of think. I started taking my skills for granted is what I did. All right. That's what happens when you get comfortable and things are routine. And then you're like, oh, here's another one. Here's another one. It's like you're on a conveyor belt of mundane. And then when you get the stuff that's really cool, you're like skipping over it. You're like, oh, that's mundane. Oh, that's mundane. Meanwhile, we have what I missed. a lot of stuff. Good stuff. Great. Hey, David, I may be a little, I mean, I'm mad. I am. Because I want this ghost shit to be real. Because I know what's happened to me. So I was hoping, and I probably subconsciously in my mind didn't want to know the truth about this one. I'm like you guys. I want to believe. And that's why it's always good to have other people overlook your shit. Because you become so mundanely biased to your own work, you're missing stuff. That's why you always have peer reviews. That's why. You got to have a lot of eyes if you're going to make an important discovery or make claims like, this is real. I know it's real. In my heart, it's real. I said that. I said that.
I'm going to show you a quick demonstration.
All right. Watch.
So as an example, I'm going to use...
Oh, shit. What did he say?
Pop friends attached to whatever. I'll show you a quick demonstration.
This fairly rough yet effective effect was made in 30
so as
seconds.
An example, I'm going to use Pop.
Hey!
Luke Skywalker with his bobbly head. The old Luke Skywalker.
I got one.
Did nothing wrong. Pop him on here. And if I do it, it's usually best to do this kind of thing.
You got to put it up his ass?
Background. But hopefully now I'm going to make this disappear.
Oh.
Do you see what I mean? Like I always say, the way you can always spot like a wire removal or a mask is the wobbling, smudgy effect you see around certain areas of a clip. So if I go back to that clip I just showed you, by the way, that clip, that effect I should say, took me all of 30 seconds. So, you know, obviously if there's more of an elaborate movement or something else, you'd have to animate the point-to-point tool to make it follow whatever you're trying to hide, but this was just a simple 30-second trick. Even though it only took me 30 seconds, I will
all
spot
right.
some mistakes not mistakes, but this is stuff you gotta hide when you're creating these kind of things. So if you look at my effect now, and hopefully I've circled it, see, you can see the smudging area there, and you can also see it on Luke's boots up there. It's basically, that's where the point of the wire removal tool is. And that's how you can always spot those kind of effects. And the final one then is the clip of him being dragged backwards onto the floor. Now that's their own red circle. They inserted themselves. But by doing so, they also highlighted some of the mistakes they made. So I'm going to play the clip. Right, so that's the first thing right there. And essentially, there's something attached to the back of his t-shirt.
Okay.
They tried to remove it using masks, but they missed out certain frames. So that's one.
Oh.
And if you go further along then, right, this circle down here is what I added. So there's the first one right there. That's something attached. Again, they didn't remove from that particular frame. If you go forward again.
Oh, wow.
And right there, you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm assuming there's a harness to the back of his t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
There's two wires there. But again, they used the wire removal
you
tool,
sons of bitches.
correctly inserted the points. And
unbelievable.
Just for that one frame. Obviously, they either missed that frame or forgot about it. Because if we go to the next
they thought of everything.
It appears even more. Again,
wow.
They didn't mask that particular frame out. But obviously, when you're watching in fast, in normal speed, you don't see that.
You don't see it at all.
Then he runs off, and you don't see him for the rest of the clip. Rest of the video, I should say. The video ends without ever seeing him again.
All right. Honestly, deep down I knew, but I didn't want to believe it. So, what? Now, there are some videos that I won't believe, but I can't figure out how they're doing it. Kind of like this one. Even though this one, I blew it. But how about the people that are running into buildings, like, and then the doors are opening and things are falling over? things are being thrown at them, you know, and then they go in the room. You don't see anybody anywhere. And there are these newer videos now where people are knocking and it's at their front door and they're about to reach the door and open it up, and they're knocking, doom, 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 and they open up the door mid-knock and nobody's there. So what I'm thinking is nobody was there at the time. They just took an audio clip of someone knocking on the door. But when they moved closer, it got louder. And when they weren't near the door, it wasn't as, you know, pronounced. That's hard to marry up. You would have to walk exactly like they did the first time with the knocking being added later. I don't know, man. Some of them are cool. There's one with a guy working on a house and he hears crying baby in the basement. Goes down in the basement. I've played the clip here. And he goes into this final room where it keeps getting louder and louder the closer he gets. And he opens up the door and the baby's real loud. You can tell it's in the room with him, or it seems like it. And then he's walking and it's like, and he's like right where it should be. And then it stops. Hoo-yah! Did I speak? I'm sorry, I didn't know my Japanese came out. Hey, Daniel-san. Ichinaga. Uikakataja. Nagasaki. Anyway, thanks, David Wilcox, for showing me the way. My goodness. What an uplifting experience I'm having right now. I actually feel enlightened by that. Thank you. No, I mean it. I'll break it up. All right, let's get it. So these are the things that make videos viral, though. But to go through that, it worked. That video got millions and millions of views. It looks good. But it isn't. And it makes me wonder, who are they? No, seriously, who are they? Who makes the decisions? That's what I should be saying. Or should we be saying, what are they? Welcome back to the Crop Circle song. Come on, everybody. What are they? Why are they? Come on, everybody. What do they mean? Yeah. What are they? What are they? Why are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
In the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, secrets in the fields, secrets in the fields.
Come on, everybody. You know what to say.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they here? What do they mean?
What are they?
What are they? No.
Why are they? What do they mean? What do they mean?
I knew you'd like that. What are they? Who makes the decisions to run the world? Silly, right? To think that there's a group of 5 or 6 people making decisions. Year, decade, century long decisions. Why do you think Trump won the election? He wasn't supposed to win. And Hillary knew she was supposed to win. Something went wrong. Maybe it was Russia. China. Could have been China. Could have been playing like that. All right. But are they the same people that give direct orders to he? How does that work anyway? If there were a group of people, like, is there a message system or telepathically? How do they get the messages? Are they in a bunker? Do they live underground? Are they aliens? Are they at the moon? Are they at the poles? Holy crap, are they under the ocean? Are they in the ocean? Are they on a yacht on an island? Hey, little buddy. Are they in space? It's our final frontier. Number 1, engage. Not even in a ship, Captain. Do it anyway. And off they went, out the window, 102 stories down. They looked at each other and laughed hysterically and said, I'll see you in the next life, number 1. Number 1 looked at Commander and said, you always were an... Bum, bum, bum. Curb Your Enthusiasm song. All right. But who are they? Who are all these people? Are they people? Is it the Illuminati? Are they aliens? Are we really? See, I think, it's just very well. It seems like things are working very well, right? You've got cargo ships coming over here. You got satellites floating in orbit. You got airplanes and jets going about every day. Thousands and thousands of people airborne. You've got airplanes. You've got trains. You've got cars and people and buses. You've got subways. My God, subways and the boats. Don't forget about the boats. You got people in all sorts of means of traffic. And not that many accidents if you really put the numbers into perspective. It's a very well-oiled machine. Not only that, people are rushing to get to where? Work every morning, 9 to 5, 8 to 4, whatever it is. They're getting there, and they're getting there mainly on time. And they do what? Oh, the people in Wall Street, they run the world's markets. They control the money. They control who gets rich, who gets poor. Believe it or not, it's partially true. And not only that, you've got Vegas, people putting bets on in Vegas trying to make money. You got the national lottery. You got the local lottery systems, all this money pouring in. Where does it go? Who's funding? Who's tracking it? That was weird. Did anybody just see that? Did anybody just see that? 1 hour and 19-minute mark. No, I got to write this one down. I saw a flash that took the bottom third of the screen, it just looked like I was looking at somebody else. Here we go. I know, I'm losing my mind. See, they're trying to... 1 hour, 19 minutes. They're trying to put me to sleep before the show. See, that's the weird thing. I thought I slept enough, man. Nah, I'm okay now. I could go to sleep. I can go to sleep. All right. So we don't know who or what or even if anybody's running the world. Running the world. I want you to think about that. 8 billion people. We just turned the corner this year, I think, right? Last year, this year, 8 billion. When I was born, there was almost 3 billion people on the planet. 2.5. Say what? 2.5 billion people in 55 years when I was born. Here's what I don't understand. The traffic seems to be the same to me. I don't know. I'm not in the traffic anymore, but it did. It didn't seem to get worse. In Arizona, it did, I have to admit. And Arizona grew so much in those 40. I mean, I was there for the booming of Arizona from day one till now. Yeah, it was interesting. All that, I watched them put the freeways in, and it was pretty cool. There was only one freeway. Now they got 4. The 202, the 51, the 17. That was always there, so I can't put that there. The 10, now that it goes through, that was always there. So there's 3. And the 101 East, which connects the west to the east. But they did so much construction work in Phoenix, in all of Arizona. That place, it's so beautiful. If you've never been, I do recommend visiting Phoenix. It's a beautiful city. I miss it. I miss it. Yeah, I really do. I miss the scenery. So now I'm going to play this clip, and it does have to do with Grusch. You're going to say how, and I'll explain how. I want to thank Alien Girl in the morning UFO show, for this X clip. I think she played this on her show in the morning at 7 a.m. right here on the tubes. You can catch it every morning. Amy in the morning, G at night. So, full disclosure isn't going to happen. We don't need the government to find the answers. And that person, Johnny Skidmarks, thinks because Floyd Bushman already gave us the answers. He showed us the aliens, but these were a hoax. These were from Kmart.
4.5 to 5 feet tall. They had one or two of them around it that were 230 years old. And we have a total of at least 18 that exist and operate with our facility as Teller set it up. Now notice the eyes are different, nose are different, but they do have 5 fingers, 5 toes, 2 eyes. My name is Floyd Bushman. I'm a senior scientist from Lockheed Martin. I have 27 patents. I'm a scientist. I do not believe in theory. I basically say, follow the data, theory be damned. If something can't verify by a physical test that something is true, then I do not care to accept it in that I present. Therefore, everything that we present here will be data that comes directly from them through me to you. I do have a top secret clearance. I choose, however, for their purposes, not to use it because the intelligent ones of me and me actually believe that a great deal of information should be lifted up from those dark recesses of Area 51 and moved over so people can see it. And rather strangely enough, I asked him how they communicate. He says, well, it's like this, boy. You all of a sudden have a question in your mind. You walk in the room with one of them, and all of a sudden you find yourself giving the answer to your question in your own voice. They're able to use your own.
Yeah, you know what that's called? Thinking. It's your imagination. Hold on, I want to ask myself a question. Shit, I keep getting Floyd Bushman's voice. Hold on, let me try again. Nah, still getting his voice. I guess it ain't me. Must be Floyd Bushman from the dead. Yeah, it's him, all right. Come on, Floyd, let me do my show. Get out of my head. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try again. Let me ask myself a question now. Huh, it is me. You do hear your own voice. That guy, it's a known hoax. It's been proven a hoax. It's not real. Everything that guy said, you can't even take with a grain of salt because it dissolves. The whole story's bullshit. See, Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity had that story originally. But she decided, she said she's too busy. She decided, true story, she couldn't find the time to break the story open. So she offered it to Richard the Dickhead Dolan. And Dolan and Corbell got together and made that documentary. Come to find out, it's a hoax. No wonder why Linda Moulton Howdy Doody Fresh and Fruity gave it to him. Stupid. And Dickhead Dolan was confronted about that hoax. And, oh, I did not know. I'll have to get back to you on that. I have no knowledge that this was a hoax. Now, I may have heard, some things of the documentary, but I've never heard that this is a hoax. But I got to get back to you on that. Him and his nice demeanor, him and his, when the microphone's off, Dolan is like, Zigzag und Manskin Fugel. He's Fugel's first-hand man. It's Fugel and Dolan. Fudolan. Anyway, I tell you all this. I tell you all that with something behind it. The reason I told you all that, because these are the stories, exact stories, not even a little bit, not even a waver, that this guy heard. It's the stories this guy heard and believes. It is. These are the stories that he heard. Hey, by the way, a lot of you laughed when Greer said didn't he say he walked into a facility, or there was a facility he was going into where they regrew limbs? Well, apparently that is going to be a thing within 10 years. 20 for sure. Growing limbs back and organs successfully. If we live just long enough, we may be able to get that live as long as you can serum, Damn, wouldn't that be great? To regrow the cells and everything that dies, regrow and then get younger. It's Benjamin Buttons. They would have to call it the Benjamin Buttons cure. Cure for ageness. We regress. Well, that's a story that you could tell your kids about maybe in 10, 20 years. And that's real. And Greer wasn't full of shit after all. It's going to be a thing. But I don't see, the thing about David Grusch is everybody's giving him all this love because they felt sorry for him. They feel that autism is like talking to somebody who doesn't have better than a 7-year-old mind. That's how I feel like they're treating him, like he's a child. That's how I feel. We got you, buddy. We're right there for you. You know, all that shit. We stand with Grusch. Yay. He finally got to be popular. The geek, the nerd, finally got to be popular by accident. And let me say this, not just popular, beloved. He is becoming beloved because he looks like such a nice guy. His smile, his funny quirks and tics. Oh, he's just so genuine. Yeah, that's what I want in my government. As long as he can pass the cognitive test and the neurological exam, fine by me. As long as he's not in charge of the red button. It's all that matters. You know? I'm sorry, I just... Well, I'm not sorry. All right. I have something here. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Hold on. I'm looking at something here real quick. Huh. Okay. Ryan Graves. This guy, unbelievable. Earlier today, this morning, this was posted on Reddit. He says it's only a matter of time until he interviews the weapons system officer that recorded the gimbal video. But what did he say? What did he say right there? It's only a matter of time before he interviews. He. Does that mean we get to see it?
Pilots who witnessed the black cube in a translucent sphere plan to come forward.
Hold on.
Hey, Brave New World. Thank you. Ryan, do any of the pilots who witnessed the black cube in a translucent sphere plan to come forward? Yeah, that's a great question. So, yeah, nug down on this for a second.
Interesting. A little staggering there by Ryan. What is he hiding? Watch.
Yeah, that's a great question. So, yeah, on this for a second.
Let me think for a second. I don't want to get in trouble for saying something that might be the truth. Did you see it? Did you see it? There it is. See? Every one of them do this. Lou did it. Grusch did it. Graves does it. You know why they do it? You're only doing that when you're not, it's tight-lipped. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. So you're looking for a way to say it. It's something that bothers you. It's like, it's obvious.
When I first started this podcast, I asked the weapons system officer that recorded the gimbal video if he would join the podcast and be on one of our kind of first tapings. And it was a low pressure app.
Did it again. Did it again. Watch. Yeah, it's sort of. I thought I saw it. There it is. There it is. That's my boy. Keep saying it. There, a little tighter. Not too loose. A little tighter. There you go.
And it was a low pressure ask because I knew he was still active duty. I didn't consider myself, and I still don't, a media source. So I don't think there's really technically a problem doing it, but I could understand how it could piss off his chain of command and potentially get in trouble. So, there was no pressure here, but he was.
I like how he tries to skip over potentially get in trouble,
I could understand how it could piss off his chain of command and potentially get in trouble. So,
potentially get in trouble. Big open eyes. Ooh, big deal.
There was no pressure here, but he was engaged and interested, but ultimately decided the timing wasn't correct to do so.
Why? What's the difference between then and a month later? It doesn't make sense.
With that being said, it's only a matter of time until he gets out, which could be relatively soon. And if that's the case, I have no doubt that we'll have a great conversation when that day comes. So
there it is again. How many times does he do that? I know that's normal for him. But why is it normal? Because he's got something he's not comfortable with. That's why. And he just lied about the whole thing. The weapons system officer, the reason he didn't go on his podcast or anyone else's is because he's not allowed to. Not allowed to talk about it. Maybe he's not a good actor. Has anyone, just like the Tic Tac, same question, my people, please answer me this. Has anyone ever recorded a cube in a square or a square in a cube? Anywhere? No. Has anybody ever recorded a Tic Tac and shown it to the public? No. No. The answer is NOE. They may not exist. They may not exist. We've never seen it. I got a lot of in my throat. Usually I eat. I didn't eat, so I'm phlegming it right now. Now, a lot of these things we're being told we don't have evidence for. No evidence for the Tic Tac. No evidence that Grusch, Fravor, Dietrich, we don't know. You know why Fravor's story sounds good, but is probably bullshit? David Fravor, the guy who said he, did the dance with the Tic Tac. Because he didn't turn on his helmet cam, allegedly. I find that very hard to believe. I find that so hard to believe. I think he lied. I think that helmet cam was on and recorded nothing because the story's made up. Or they lied and covered it up and the story's real and the helmet cam we're lied about is definitely we're being lied to. There's just no evidence for anything these guys have said. Ryan Graves said, you've seen him, not him. He never looked out the window once and saw a UFO. Only on the radar. 2 years. 2 years. What about their helmet cams? That's what I thought. Where are all those sightings, guys? Where? Where are those Tic Tacs? Where are those cubes and circles? I want to see them, but they're making us go around. And Grusch only added fuel to that fire. What was Grusch anyway? A whistleblower, right? What is a whistleblower? Somebody who has firsthand evidence of an account or an event that was being done illegally under false pretenses, yada, da, da, da. Somebody who will tell you about all those things that have gone on in the company or business that were illegal, breaking the chain and coming out and telling us the truth. The American public needs to know that they are allocating funds illegally to departments of unknown origin. We don't know any. What's BBP? Black Budget Program? Is that what that means? BBP? I'm joking. Nobody said that. But David Grusch is popular for the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. Good for ufology, bad for ufology. Good for ufology because we're talking about it. What are we talking about? The aliens and the UFOs. Oh, and it came from a guy who has battled so much controversy in his life, his personal life, and dealing with the the poor guy. Sympathy votes. That's what it's come down to. It's a popularity contest, this friggin' ufology. It is. David Grusch is a hearsay guy. He's not a true whistleblower. And I can't say it enough, and I love saying it. He's not a whistleblower. He's a tattletale. That's what he is. In my opinion, he committed treason. I don't like tattletales. I don't care. I think the government's doing what they think is the best in this situation. Can you, guys, imagine we can't even get along with each other, and you want to invite a species that's nothing like us or everything like us, whatever it is, it ain't us. It's untrustworthy. It's been a secret forever. Just keep it a secret. I don't need to know. I got enough problems going on. I don't need to worry about this. But their technology could save millions of lives. And then what other problems will arise from all those lives being saved? Too many people, not enough food, can't get them whatever they need. I don't know. Whatever. So, you know, like I've said 100 times or more, it doesn't matter what I say. To you, it doesn't matter. It works both ways. We all believe what we want to believe. We all have our own experiences. We can all think for ourselves. What I am very curious about and very standoffish about is the popularity that Grusch is getting for doing absolutely nothing. It boggles my mind. Rich, you keep saying he did nothing. He swore to Congress under a Bible, under oath, over a Bible, under oath. But are we forgetting that was all approved by DOPSR? Why? Because they don't care. Because it ain't real. Or David Grusch doesn't know shit, and that's why they let him say whatever he wants, because everything he heard was from somebody else. It wasn't from his own eyes. They were from ears and mouths of other people. You know? How many times have we got to drill this in people's heads? David Grusch is not a whistleblower. He's a tattletale. It's a big difference. I want the guy or girl who saw this stuff firsthand. But it doesn't matter. Even if we get that firsthand whistleblower, you don't want to know why? Because they won't say anything we haven't already heard anyway. Look, the world didn't stop spinning when David Grusch said there's alien bodies and craft in our possession. The earth kept spinning. Nobody jumped out of windows. The economy didn't collapse. As a matter of fact, when David Grusch said what he said, it landed with the mighty thud. And I tell you what, mainstream media knew it was going to go with the thud. How did they know? Because they wouldn't promote it. And then News Nation started removing the Grusch interview. Why? It's back up now, but why? It's weird. And all those other places that had that interview had that video removed. So did I. Remember, I showed the video. It was removed. Weird. No warning. Just removed it. No, nothing, no, and no message. It was just gone. I don't remember there being a message. But Grusch isn't doing anything magical. He's not telling us anything we haven't already heard. This is what's frustrating for somebody like me, because I don't understand the allure. Oh, wait, hold on. It just hit me. I swear it just hit me. There's new people coming in here all the time. It's not for me, the message. Damn it. Oh, hey, David, thanks again for that, by the way. Mucho gusto generoso. I meant to remove it. There's something else going on. You see, this is why I say they. Who are they? I don't know who they are, but I've been saying it my whole life. They, and I don't know what I mean. When I say they, it's usually referenced what you're going to say next. They said it's going to rain tomorrow. Oh, you do the math. They, rain, the weatherman. You don't know what weatherman. You just know that you heard it off the news or something, right? They said Barry Bonds hit 504 home runs. They. What do you mean they? Yeah, you mean the guys on ESPN? You don't know who, but somebody reported it in sports. You'd imagine, right? They say there's going to be an extinction level event. Who? They. Who's they? Conspiracy theorists? They're the ones that are telling you this? Wait a second. Yes and no? What are you doing? Who? Who are they? Just tell me, who are they? Aliens. So you're saying aliens? Yeah, I don't know. If aliens were running anything, if they were running everything, the whole world, do you really find that hard to believe? If they were the ones that started from scratch and created us, just saying, it's like the game of Risk or any other game. You can play the whole game of Risk and have a war with all these different countries. It's kind of like the same thing they'd be doing with a world map and individuals that have implants. We're all marked. We've all got the mark of the beast or the mark of the demon. See that? You're marked. That's what aliens do. That's what we do to animals. We mark them. We tag them. We count them. Don't you think that's what the aliens would be doing with us? That's what Grusch believes. Grusch believes in everything that I don't believe in. The hard to prove stuff. Do we have alien bodies in possession? We'll never know the truth. And I mean that, never. So for him to say that means nothing. Well, we have UFOs from archaeological dig sites. Means ziad. Nothing. We're never going to see it. It's a moot point. They're breaking the law, the government. They're allocating funds in different places. They're not even... And what are you going to do about it? Well, I'm telling you about it. And what do you want me to do about it? Arrest those men. Or women. Or both. We can't arrest them. We need more evidence. I gave you the evidence. I told you what I know. Mr. Grusch, have you seen these things for yourself? Ooh, can you be more specific? Have you seen the alien ships in possession? No. Okay. Have you seen the alien bodies in possession? No. No. But I know people, Mr. Grusch, I've been hearing stories since I was a child. Little Red Riding Hood, for instance. The Three Little Pigs, that always fascinated me, scared me to death. Don't you think, Mr. Grusch, you're being a little bit gullible when it comes to believing these fabricated stories by your so-called friends in the same business? Do you really think those people would put their jobs on the line for you to tell us that aliens are in possession? Is that what you want me to believe? Mr. Grusch, you swore on a stack of Bibles, one Bible, that you would tell us the truth. And you sit here today and mock this court, you mock this committee, and telling me that aliens are in our possession with their alien spacecraft, and you want me to and he dies. That's exactly how it went. Mr. Grusch, what you say here today will impact us for decades to come. 20 years from now, we'll be looking back on this day and pointing the finger at you. When you're 65 years old, you're going to have to answer why we don't have disclosure, why we didn't have the alien bodies given to the public for research, why we don't have the UFOs for research in the public's hands and scientists worldwide. Why didn't those things come true, Mr. Grusch? Why? Tell us why. I don't know. He's got autism. Leave him alone. He's got autism. Oh, everybody calm down. Calm down. Order in the court. Mr. Grusch, it has been 22 years since we've heard you tell us we have alien bodies in our possession. It has been 22 years since you said that these ships were found in an archaeological... Yeah, we haven't seen them. We haven't had a shred of skin or any biological documentation of an alien being in our possession. And you sit here today expecting me to believe And you want me to take everything on faith? As a scientist, I must admit that it is possible I am wrong. However, I had an experience that I cannot explain. Was it first-hand experience? I heard stories, hearsay, about bodies, aliens, allocating of funds illegally, keeping secrets from the American public when we had no right to do what we did. I sit here before you today as a witness to conversations I've overheard and spied on and been caught spying on my friends to the point where they had to tell me the truth. And I learned the truth. And it wasn't easy for me to come here today. I'm under a lot of stress, all right? I've got autism, all right? I got autism. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm all right. I'm all right. 42,325 lines in this desk. Okay, I'm all right. That's not autism, Rich. Anybody hear that? It's your voice. You guys, is that it? What? Rich, don't look. Don't do it. Losing my mind. But that's how it went. And that's what Grusch is going on. That's how it's going for Grusch. You're nothing but a hearsay tattletale who committed treason for no reason. What did Grusch think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen, David? You think the government was going to say, oh no, they know. What do you think was going to happen? You're going to start moving stuff, shifting things around from Area 51 to Area 52? What do you think was going to happen? You think the other 30 whistleblowers are going to come out and back up your story? Of course they are. That's what whistleblowers do. They back each other up with their truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. I almost got stuck on my tongue again. I'm going to play you this video. This is absolutely the reason I want another dog. After seeing this, I fell in love. But I'm not going to get another dog because I just can't afford it and I want to still travel. Watch this though.
That is from IKEA and we're going to surprise my dog.
This is so cute. He sees it.
What is it?
Oh no, here he comes. Here he comes.
Is that your new buddy? Oh dear. Oh dear.
so freaking cute. That dog was so happy. At first, he thought he was being replaced. And I saw it in his eyes. I saw it. The dog thought, I'm going to have to kill this little dog. They think they're going to replace me with the... Wait a minute. Wait, it's not even moving? Wait a minute. I know what this is. This is great. Oh, I know what this is. Glenn Croy throwing down a 10 spot. Holy smokes, we've been on 2 hours? I talked a bunch of bullshit tonight. Mucho gusto generoso, Mr. Glenn Croyso. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks, Glenn. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On. That's right. I didn't say it tonight. See? He's not all about money after all. You can help support Goof On same way, even though we're done. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. Anytime. It doesn't matter. PayPal preferred. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm making sure I didn't miss anything because... Hold on. I'm going to double check something. It looks like I'm missing some. No? Oh, no. Moon. Oh, Kevin. With the $1.30 on PayPal. Says, wake up call. Sorry. And David Wilcox. Hey, oh, that was yesterday. Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thank you very much, Glenn and everybody. Yeah, we're done. I can talk. I can go longer, but I got to eat something. We went 2 hours. I didn't think I'd even go that long, this late. But it was interesting starting this late. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to be late. But thanks, Dorothy. PayPal is shadow banning. Dorothy. Hey, we're all shadow banned. Tomorrow, I got tomorrow's show ready. Let me tell you what it's about. Menu Gate. Here's the thumbnail. I made it, but I didn't send it over. See, that's my little thumbnail maker. Menu Gate. Waking up and everyone's gone. An interdimensional reality. Now you know the secret to my beautiful things back here. And by the way, on the alien's head, it said making Uranus whole again. And it's not supposed to be a W there. Making Uranus whole. Get it? Butthole. Making Uranus whole again. I thought it was clever. Right on the alien. It's all right. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget Amy in the morning, 7 a.m. Alien Girl 111. It's UFO morning coffee something. It's Alien Girl. And we do it here every night, even if we're late. What do we do? Truthology for ufology. For you. With that being said, thank you very much again. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow night. Be good to each other. Love yourself. And alien bless. Oh.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. Well, go ahead.
why it itself was treasured site in Christianity.